New season. Let's go.
24 hours after riding a grenade blast to beat the Gauntlet speed record,
What's up?
Octavio Silva awoke with brand new robotic legs, and thus, Octane was born.
Reckless and full of wrecks.
With the ability to regenerate in combat and a never-ending supply of stim, this daredevil literally runs circles around the competition.
Awesome!
But his ultimate trick
I'm going up,
is his jump pad.
and you're going down.
Hurtling through the air, Octane's dream is to become the Apex Arena's most extraordinary
That's how you do it.
and death-defying legend.
Time is flying, and I am too. Whoa! What a rush!
So back in Apex Legends, because today is Battle Pass Day. Well, actually it was yesterday, but they released a Battle Pass that you can purchase if you'd like. Apex Legends has gone from strength to strength in recent weeks. The standard Battle Pass will cost you 950 Apex coins. There's also a Battle Pass bundle available for 2,800 Apex coins, which instantly unlocks your next 25 levels of rewards. However, if the regular Battle Pass is not enough for you, there's a way so you can actually get it a little bit cheaper by signing up to the EA's Origin Access thing, basic or whatever. Keep in mind that Octane is just releasing alongside the Battle Pass. Now the Battle Pass itself is 950, but you'll need to buy Octane separately. While a lot of you might think that he's part of the Battle Pass, it's actually not. He's just releasing alongside with the Battle Pass, so you'll get to purchase him separately, because why not? EA like money, right? So I've been playing a couple of matches, just seeing what's he got to offer, what's new, what's this, what's that. There's plenty of patch notes, which I'll link in description if you play Apex a lot, and you can go through reading all of them and seeing if this is your cup of tea, then you may want to go back to it. I mean, as it is so far, I think the sort of feedback between the players and Respawn is that the Battle Pass itself is a bit disappointing. You don't really get a lot for your money. You get a few things here and there, but nothing really major, nothing fancy, nothing sort of that cool to make you sort of buy. As for Octane himself, I played, I don't know, about 3, 4, 5 matches, something like that with him. It's okay-ish. I mean, it's definitely got some cool tricks up its sleeve and things like that, but I personally still think that Wraith and Mirage, and there's just a couple other characters out there, legends, not characters, a couple other legends out there that will just perform a lot better. While his adrenaline junkie thing, it's pretty cool that it gives you 30% sort of extra speed for an extra 6 seconds. While you do lose a little bit of health, because it does cost you a bit of health, you will regen. So his passive ability is regen in health. So he'll just regenerate health. As long as you're not in combat, nobody's shooting at you, then you should be fine. I haven't really tested this too much with suppression. Say if you're hiding behind a wall and somebody's actually shooting at you, do you still regen health, or do you not until it's sort of all clear? I mean, there used to be a lot of this back in the old days in Battlefield when they changed how medkits work and things like that. They sort of needed to be out of the harm's way, out of the frying pan and all that, and then you started taking a bit of healing back to yourself. But as it is so far, I gotta say, he's coolish, but not quite cool enough to make me switch from Mirage and Wraith. I think Mirage and Wraith for now, until the next Battle Pass or until the next thing that they're gonna do, which is probably gonna be towards the end of June or middle of June, I'm going to be sticking with those two legends because those are still my favorite so far. And I gotta say, you just can't have enough bamboozles. I mean, I think I got to about 800 bamboozles, my goal for Apex. While I don't play every day, it's still to go and get 1,000 bamboozles. That's kind of my goal. I don't really need to have all the kills and all my feats and all I've killed the squad and this and that all shown up or anything like that. I think the thing is that you need to go and just have as many bamboozles as you can. That means that you fooled somebody in thinking that your decoy is actually you, and that's the great reward itself for me. One thing I gotta say, even though Octane is fast, it's not gonna be as fast as those Asian servers, man. Those people on the Asian servers are way faster. So on other news is 355,000 people have been banned already on Apex Legends, and they're actually taking this to the next level by banning your hardware. So they're actually going to ban your PC. Now there was somebody that tried to sort of go about this and try and sort of revoke his ban by changing his MAC address, changing his hard drives, changing a couple of things, and apparently there's no way for you to get back into the game. So once you get banned, there's going to be, well, not impossible, because you can still buy a new PC or use another PC or something like that, but it's still going to be making it pretty hard for you to get back into the game if you have been banned on Apex Legends. Now getting back to the actual game, I gotta say, it's pretty cool when you team up with a couple of randoms and everybody sort of uses their comms and do what you're supposed to do in these types of games. I mean, obviously, you're not playing with your friends, so you don't have the benefit of a Skype, TeamSpeak, Discord, whatever you're gonna use. It's still kind of cool to sort of work together and know what you're doing. Even though you don't know that person, you're still sort of going towards the same goal. And that's kind of one of the things that if you want to win more fights in Apex, and if you want to get better and improve at the game, it might frustrate you because you're not winning a lot of games, maybe you're losing a lot of gunfights and things like that. Never run from a gunfight. That's always my best advice I can give. Just go for it. It doesn't matter if you die, you can respawn, you're back in the game, and then you're back doing whatever you were doing earlier on. But always try to go for a fight, because that will challenge you, it'll make you think differently, it'll make you think sort of faster on your feet, it'll make you do things that you normally don't do when you're sort of just waiting and you're pacing yourself for somebody to come in. Always try to rush, even though they might be outgunned or you might be taken down. It's better to sort of get into that situation, get into and have that adrenaline going and pumping, because that will get you to sort of get a little bit better at the game. And if you want to improve, that's kind of the way to do it. I've never really made a video on how to win more games or how to get more kills or how to do this, how to do that. It's not really something that I think I need to do. If everybody needs some help or anything like that, then by all means, I'll be more than happy to make one. I think by now I'm about level 60 or something like that. I think I am. I made it already past 50 something wins, and that's 90% of those are with randoms. It's not something that you need to rely on your teammates or your buddies or anything like that. You always want to rely on yourself as much as you can, because that's the way that you'll need to progress, and that's the way you'll need to grow, as it were, as a gamer. As for a little bit of strategy, like you can see right here, my boys are going up there. I was behind that rock probably for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, just shooting at these guys. While I'm not really hitting anything because they're really far away, and with the R99, I'm not really going to get anything done from up there. I bought them enough time so they can go underneath, try and flank up, try and get one down. They have got one down, we lost one. I'll come in and we'll try and finish off the last two, or maybe they've got separated. And if they did, that's good enough for us, because it's 2 versus 1. Now it's 2 versus 1 again. Plus we can get our buddy back on his feet, so we have the advantage here. We still have a squad here somewhere, and that's one of the things that you need to keep in mind. Once you get to the final 3 and you hear the last 2 fighting, just go for it, because you're basically giving them time to re-heal once everybody's died. I mean, these guys are 2 hours left here somewhere in the house just hiding and just waiting to get to the last 2. And hopefully in the last 2, I've seen it a couple of times. I've won a couple of times myself on my own, because there was 2, 3 of them left. They were fighting. I went in, killed the last 2, and then I just won on my own because my other 2 teammates have left or they got disconnected. But instead of just staying and waiting in the house, this would be your time, because somebody's going to be down in health, somebody's going to be trying to heal, get some of that shield back, and this is a good time for you to go in. So you can see that thing that was just above us there. All these guys did were just hiding in that house and waiting to see whoever sort of comes last. Now, that's not a bad strategy in a way, because you could lose a team member. Once you get to the circles really small, you're not going to have enough time to revive him. He's going to come down with no weapons. So technically, you will have the upper hand on them. And when it comes to the last 2, it's going to be 3 versus 2 because they lost a man. But I always prefer to go for it. Once you get to that last stage, just go for it. You'll have a bit more fun. You'll challenge yourself a bit more. And you might even win a couple more games. So that's it for me for today. The Battle Pass is live for you to get if you want. Hopefully enjoy the video. I'll see you in the next one.